like smooth where the water doesn't just run down them and degrade them. So there'll be like chunky like roots, but they're like a drop. All of a sudden, just out of nowhere, you'll just be like I don't know, 4-foot drop or something like that, a 3-foot drop, just because it's a big old root just sticking out. A lot of like pine needles, a lot of like hard clay. So our Nike team is going out there. 1, 2, 3. I don't know, 3 or 4 times a week, because that's all we had. We didn't have Lindsay Park, Faulkner Park, UT Tyler, Blackhawk. We didn't have any trails. This was our trail. So let's go. Oh my gosh, the old little check-in facility's gone. Holy cow, that's how long it's been since I've been out here. Well, that's our new facility.
Well.
Here, look, there's a lake. That's where I used to shower every time. The epic climb. Can you hear the van going? They had to prescribe burn. This is when I would get excited, when we were like almost to the trail. I'm like, we're almost there. After this hill, I get to ride and sweat. Parking lot there and there. The famous Blackjack parking lot.
Hair's gone, Lori.
What? Why did you do that?
It's time.
All the things, the bell and everything. He's ready.
Justin needs those pants.
Justin
We kind of missed you guys. Did you miss us back?
All right, a loop, guys. I remember that sandy area. It's still there. Like everything's still the same. Everything's the same here. Because that hasn't changed. But it is still pretty cool though. I remember thinking this was so treacherous as a little girl. All like this right here. See how the kind of gets a little rocky? Yeah. But not really, it's like a pebble. Like literally you look at it now and you're like, oh, that's a pebble. And I would think that like a lot of memory. Like I think this part right here, I used to be like, oh my gosh. It's like nothing now.
I don't have any of that as a little girl, but I remember when I started riding.
Yeah.
The stuff that now is like no big deal.
I remember like all the little roots like that, the tires and everything. I remember this too. Just like now we're smart enough to understand like where to put our bike.
Right? I remember every time I hit a root, I was going to stop.
Yeah. I actually remember like where these routes are on this trail. That's nuts.
I've never lived out here before, so.
Oh my gosh. It's epic. And I remember this part. It was like grab a big gear, it's wide open, flat, easy. I remember thinking this part was like so aggressive. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta hold on. Oh my God, it's so not. You know what I mean? Because we ride like more treacherous stuff. But our bikes were like, that's like 26 years ago, you know?
What are you doing?
What happened?
This is big.
Hornet? There's a bee! There's a bee! Whew. Yahoo! Oh! All right, would you believe me if I told you that I used to ride this like 26 years ago? Are you listening? You wouldn't believe me? So, yeah, I used to ride this back in the day when I was little. It hadn't changed a bit. Not at all. So every route. Now that's a lot bigger. That's a lot bigger of a route. Because everything's washed away. You just gotta really read the routes. Go ahead and get in an easier gear. Alright, on your left. Whew. Oh, we're already down with A? That was so cool. Oh, they got new signs. I read that rock is so tiny. It looked huge back when I was little. Look, all the things. Remember that turn right there? I'm like, ah, and all the rocks. Woo-hoo! Remember this too, like thinking, oh, these are just the turns that are sandy. Now we're so used to turns, it's not a big deal anymore. We've got Arkansas and everything like that. So all this stuff doesn't seem so treacherous. Remember this. You just have to hold it and having to hold on a lot. Then all this stuff looks so small. I used to think it used to look so big. Like the rocks and the roots and stuff. So cool though. Woo-hoo. Ah, so many memories. We used to do night rides out here. Oh my goodness. I'm trying a new camera today, so we shall see how it works. Soil's good. It's been raining quite a bit. Remember this, all these little tight turns within, they have root systems within the tight turns. So that's the weird part, I guess. Woo! There's the drops I'm telling you about. They're just root drops. See, look. Just drop, 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 drop. They're just exposed roots. Remember this. Yep. Oh, yeah. Cool. And then this, I remember all this being like wide open flat. We would race out here, you know. So it's like every corner though, if there is a corner, it's tight but it has a root. And that's what kind of makes it different. Remember this being a climb, obviously. That's changed, it's more rooty. But we'd be so exhausted at the top after this climb. I mean, like blowing, like, oh my God. Because it is a big climb, for sure. Woo. There's a nice switchback up here too. Yeah, this is like where your body is like so teetered out right here. And there's a puzzle up here. So watch. I'm surprised no one's walking right now. Because there's a girl, oh, they changed it because we had to go that way a long time ago. So that's why I made it. Oh, wow. So look at that. They have changed something at Tyler State Park. Because that used to be a massive booger right there. Like, no lie. And then this is a climb up with lots of rocks and roots. I remember being like, oh, I can't wait until a little bit later there's a downhill. You definitely want to wear knee pads out here. So if you fall, they're like pumice rocks, red rocks. As you can see, some of our team is like, ooh, took off a little. You can see how, when you see everything now that the burn. Pretty cool. One time I was following my dad. I remember this. Look at this. Come on. Look at the rocks. Look. Wow. Now, remember back in the day, I was following my dad really, really fast through here, and I fell and cut my knee open. Had to go to the hospital. Big stitches right here, right there. Stupid. Now I wear knee pads. So that was probably 20 years ago. But now it's cool to wear knee pads. They think that you're like gnarly, you know? Pretty awesome. But here's the descent. Here's the drop descent. So you can see how it's drop, 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 you know. Pretty awesome. Man, they've extended some of the lines where they're like, oh, we're not going to take that aggressive. We're going to go over here. So maybe it is faster because they took out some of the, they didn't take it out, people just made their own thing. But absolutely they did. Awesome. I remember so much. Just a night ride, and the lights were horrible back then. It was kind of funny. See, look at this drop. So look, watch. Just roots. All it is. All it is. Pretty cool. Been used to riding a mullet, but this is not a mullet. This is a 29er front and rear. A mullet is 27 in the back and 29 in the front. And I think this park would be great to ride that one. I remember that that has since been etched out. I remember that little thing in this part too. All right, on your left right here. Ooh, I remember this. Yeah, it's a rocky up. Wow, I remember going that way, so they just kind of widened it. Nice. Well, cool. A lot of the regular folks had decided to make a natural reroute, huh? Well, that's still there. Tight little trees. Oh, I remember this is really different. Everything kind of changes. Wow. Ooh, here comes, I remember it being hard up here, so from back in the day, it's like a climb up a little bit. I remember that. Go around. on your left. Oh, that's a ditch. For all this. Ooh, remember that. Remember this being tight in here. Drinking. But this was now at the burn. Looks so different. That's cool. Might throw up some photos of some old memories out here. We had races out here. Man, I want this to let people come back out here more again, you know. I mean, really, what's weird, it's kind of smoothed out. I don't know if that's safe for me to say or not. But maybe it's like, I know it just rained, but like, it's not very sandy. Like, I just remember sifting out a lot. But man, the bikes back, they're so much better now. You know? Oh, I remember this. So it's like step up routes. Whew. Just knowing where to keep your momentum, basically. Remember, this area was really hot. Because I guess it's more exposed to the sun. Little hairpin turn. Remember thinking, oh, I would get real hot, like right here. And be like, I just want to get off. But, whew. Wow. Very cool. My duck's fine. All right, check out this hill. Wow. Remember this hill? It's so crazy. Okay, it's recording. Yep. Well, this is, remember, quite the hill. Oh, wow, what's that? Look at that thing over there. Wow, there's new stuff going on. The main thing is the punchy climbs. Like, here is, it's a whole different climb because they're short and punchy. So, like, almost like your groin area will hurt, or like your upper, you know, thigh will hurt, where your groin is. It's a different muscle group, by far. By far. But I think it used to take us, when I was little, like an hour maybe. So, it's actually pretty nice. But I remember, I think my fastest time was an hour. Lots of fun. Remember this being wide open fast, like wow, like in a huge fast gear and kill it, you know. And there's a step up route again. You can see, you really pull like up on your bike. You can see how our Naka kid did that. I would think, oh, they did. I don't even know if they were supposed to stop, but this area makes you want to stop. Like, I don't even know why. So if there wasn't anybody, look, to tell them to stop, this is really where everyone stops. And then that's where you go back up to the parking lot, right there.
Fast safe three boys.
Go Mark, go Mark, go Mark, go Mark, go Mark, go Mark. Remember all this like being all like so much stuff that you gotta hold on to. This needs to be like a mullet territory. Ooh, it's slick right there. Big drop. Wow, look at all that. I remember all that. Wow, it's like gotten even like rootier. That's crazy. Remember all this? Remember, you have to hold on so much right here. Holy cow. So much. Whew. Remember all that. Holy cow. And then this is a little hard climb up. Wow. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Holy cow. I used to have a line picked out, but that's been so long. Wow. Whew, thank goodness for the flex bar. Hello. Whew. Oh, I remember all that. Wow. Man, it's like drop, drop, drop. There are the drops I was telling you about. Unreal. I have to remember how to. Then this is like a surgery. This climb up. Remember, it's just like you have to pick your surgical line. Man, we used to be forced to go over there. We didn't have this option. Holy cow. Wow. All right, hold on. Oh man, I remember this. Whew. Ah. Whoa. And then it turns. It's gotten rougher. Got a lot rougher. Wow. Wow. Whew. All the things. Used to have a friend, we go night riding out here, and he would take, we'd call it, he'd be like, what's so fun about going around the route, going over it's funner? And I'm like, this is faster if you try to avoid him a little bit, you know? But here's our surgical up. Man. Whew. Surgical up. Man, I remember all this. It was a hard trail.
Thing to remember, we've got lots of spring in our legs. So if we're riding locked out, especially on those hard bumpy downhills, you're gonna feel a lot more of that impact, right? So if you can remember to stay level and keep a little bounce in your legs, then even with a little bit mistuned shock, it'll still help you quite a bit on those rough patches. And also line choice.
Why was that 10 earlier?
Lowering your air pressure right here. There's a lot of roots, but you need to make sure you're tubeless so that you're not popping that tube, and you put just enough in there where you're not busting that rim. All right, then you're gonna come to a road. There's a right and a left. That way takes you back to the parking lot over there, or like the main road. And then this one is where you'll continue to go. Right here. B. See? There you go. Let's do it. A lot of stuff looks the same to me, except a little bit of extension. So say right here, you're gonna dive into the right. Woo, sorry. Thanks. A little bit of a climb up. Ooh, I remember this. Just route reading. A lot of them climb up. Wide open right here. Whew. A lot of holding on coming up. You know, this park, you gotta ride it backwards. It's actually pretty hard backwards. Whew. But right now we are in March, like straight up spring break. Hello. How are you? Ooh, I remember all this. A big drop. Whew. That's the drops I'm talking about. That was a big one. That had to have been literally, if I was standing next to it, to my hips. Yeah. But I remember that one being pretty rough. And they didn't get smaller. They got bigger. Ooh, I remember this. You have to read it up. Wow, look at all this. If we didn't have this option, dang, we might not. Whew. Oh, lots of walkers. Whew. Hello. Ooh, I remember this. Big drop. This has not changed. Wow. Man, this would be mullet territory in here. Because all the, wow, look at that. We used to have to go that way. We didn't have this option. Holy crud. Man, y'all got it too good. Naturally make a new trail that's easier. Wow. Whew. Remember this. Oh, I always thought about squirrels right here. But we're gonna go this way, I think. Oh, yikes. That's hard. Oh my goodness. Wow. Remember this. And I think I'd always take high because it would kind of set you up like that. Look. That's crazy. It's a lot of uphill. Rudy, I remember there was a tree right there once. Huh. Wow. Interesting. Remember that all this was like such a hard hill. Still is. Wow. It's almost like it's gotten wider though. Bike tires have gotten bigger, you know. So trails are wider and more bikes have been coming, so ooh, I remember this. I remember thinking this was so hard. Woo, it still is. Oh my god, what I feel like a retard right there. I don't know why, I was thinking about it. Ow. I got a torn hip. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow, that's pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna come up. Alright, I'm tying my shoe. Cool. Alright, we're back on. I'm just so used to my mullet, for real. It's like, it's got that smaller wheel on the back. So when I'm expected to go over something, it's like, oh, you know. And the turns are different on a mullet's a lot better. Ooh, remember that. Alright guys, I'm gonna show you, look up here. Look at this. You see that? That's where we're gonna go in a minute. That's the most challenging part right there. If you can clear all those switchbacks up, you're a really awesome person. I don't think I've ever done it. Never. So, I don't know, maybe we can give it a whirl. It's probably changed some. You know. Just the lines, like they might have gotten wider. And I'm gonna try to remember how to do that. Oh yeah, we have to go straight over this. Spin, spin, spin. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Man, I forgot about that. Look, y'all see that? So really, it's there. Right there. I haven't memorized this yet. It's been a while. I think it's been, man, how many years since I've been out here? I think I've been out here in 10 years. Wow. Okay. I really needed to redo all this. That way, ride it for you guys. And I look like such a winker. Yeah. Because y'all probably like, yeah, she rides like a winker. Get my other bike and ride it better. Ooh, I remember this one tight. Whew. Anyways, if I had memorized it more, I'm sure, right? Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, I see we're almost to the top. Oh wow. Very cool. Ah. I'm getting tired. It's my hip. I had a little torn hip tear in my. Anyways, I fell out of a race. So here's a fun downhill watch. Exciting. All right, here's the big hill, the little downhill after the big climb. All right, here we go. See if I can remember where to go. Woo. Okay. Oh, that's so much safer than it used to be. For some reason, I used to think about Oreos right here. Hello. Ooh, looks like they moved all the rocks. Ooh, this is where you get really tired right here. Yikes. I'm cheating. That's high. Whew. You can see all the little rocks. Lots of hikers out. Hello. Hey, how are you? Oh, I don't see how you're hiking. This is hard enough. She's a customer of ours. Now we're more than halfway done. Hello. Hey. Whew. Oh yeah, I remember all this. Wow. There's a huge power line too somewhere. And it's like a big downhill, which I think is coming up. Whew. Oh yeah. So when you get here, if you want to go back, see the lake down there? You see the shininess? You can get back to the road right there. But now we're on D. Just like surgical roots. Remember this. Ooh. big rocks. Whew. This is where I honestly remember that big route. You know what's weird? It's like I have a thought process where every time I saw that, I thought about Starbucks, and I don't even drink Starbucks. So, you're doing some type of science project, looking at leaves or something. This place has been around for a while. Flex bars are definitely being put to the use. Dang. Whoa. Man. Let me think here. Oh. There's a tree in there. Okay, let me get this out. There we go. Alright, coming to the top. Ooh, I remember this. Oh, this was a tricky. Wow. Whew. Wow, it's gotten trickier. It's gotten washed out. Wow. Crazy. I always thinking about a Jack Russell dog right there. I don't know, it's crazy. Just because one time I saw this lady she was walking her Jack Russell right there. And I used to have Jack Russells. So that's why I always remember that. Crazy. Whew. Remember this being like surgery in here. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, there's this. Oh, hey, there used to be an incredible downhill. I mean, when I say it was like super sketchy, I think we're coming up on that. Remember that. It may be after the kind of like power line thing. Maybe it's, but we'll see. Ooh. Oh, I remember this. This is so cool. And then there's like two options, kind of. Oh wow. Up. Yeah, and then I would always go up, but then I was stuck with all that crappy rock right there, or roots. It's pretty much just root reading. Wow. Phew. Remember all this too. Remember we'd be coming in so hot sometimes that we would slide off that bridge. Remember all this crazy. Same thing. So I used to have bridgeophobia, which I know that sounds weird, but like I'd be terrified of bridges. Mainly because it's out here. Because where I started riding when I was younger, and our bikes were 26-inch wheels, and we would kind of slide off the bridge, and it was like, wait for it, and the bike would like boom, land right on your darn head. And you're like, hey, I already fell off the bridge. I know my bike's coming sometime. So, so much. Hello. I used to think this was so nice because like pretty much all flat. Like, oh, so nice. Like a road. Hello. You're good. The girl looks so scared. She looks like she had to go pee. Ooh, there's the new building. The check-in building. That's cool. Ooh, here's the power line. All right, awesome. Check this out, guys. Hopefully it's on. Hold on. Whew. All right, here is the power line. Can you see? Let's see if it's changed any. I know it was rough a long time ago. Okay, looking. Whew. Hello. Hey. You look like you're mapping out something. Oh wow, it's almost like, can you see all that up? I remember this specifically. There's a little bit of water. Oh wow, that's a big root up. Look at that root. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna show you. Ooh, dang, hold on. Watch this. That's wild that I even attempted that. Look at that. Woo, look at that. Hold on. Watch this. Now I got a torn hip flexor. Watch. It's pretty cool. So I almost was going to do it. And then I saw that I probably wouldn't be able to do because it goes off into a ravine over there. So maybe the line was not the line I picked. Woo. Wow. We used to be able to clear that, but it's changed. So the line I was taking was not going to take me. It's going to drop into a big ditch over there. Good thing I was paying attention. Alright, let's keep going. Cool. See if we can get it all done. Get all the mud off my shoe. Red clay. Whew. My camera is almost about to go out, but maybe not. Maybe y'all could see it all. Whoa, so bumpy. Remember all this. Our naked kids are funny. They're like, "Ma'am, I do not like this show." And one kid, his tire pressure is like 30 psi, and the dad is like, "That's on purpose. We don't want him busting the rim." But they haven't bought the bike yet. They're trying to see if they're gonna buy it or not, so they're trying not to break it yet. So, who will remember all this? Dang. Wow. Oh my gosh. I remember this. Holy cow. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. You know what? We need to go here. I'm backing up. Watch this. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Sorry. Clearly remember this. I was like, holy crap. That looks hard. Can you see that? My gosh almighty. That is insane. Wow. So we're going to attempt this. Jeez. Okay. Then. You can do this. There you go. Remember, that was so hard. I'm gonna go, whoa. Pretty cool. That came up quick. I didn't even know. I was like, boom. Right there. Whew. Oh man, I remember all this. Dang. It's like one thing after another. I think we're almost done though. Oh yeah, you go. I think we go. Yeah, you see, think you get 2 choices left or right. So, ooh, it's a power line. Oh, this is something different. Okay. But this is what I was talking about. So, this used to be cool. Like, it was like fast descent, you know. I think now it's over here, so we'll go over here. And it kind of chicanes down. I remember that being like a super fun option back in the day. That's what I was trying to talk about the whole time. Ooh, wow. Ooh, and then if you want to go back to the road is right in front of us. Ooh, don't land on that. I don't know if that's hot or not. But we're almost done. But see, that's how you get back to the road. But we're going to take a right. Remember this being like so fast and like, ah. Cool. Sure. Remember this. This is gonna be the video that she says, remember this. Hello. She used to come out here so long ago, my goodness. Learn how to ride a bike out here. And I remember thinking, so Bob Hep took me out here, and just that very first, like, section A, I thought, man, I'm never gonna get out of here. You know, I was like, whoa. When am I gonna get out? Whoa, this is a lot. Whew. Cool. I'm gonna spin. This is, wow. This is hard switchbacks up. Hello. Good to see you all again. You as well. Ooh, switch back up, okay. Here we go. Let me see. I remember this being difficult. Oh yeah. Then there's so much of an easy way to cheat. You can just go straight. So if you get tired, I guess. But yeah, this is a hard switch back up. When you get here, you think, man, I'm almost done. And you think, when you're little, that dang, maybe I should move to Colorado and go to college in Colorado. Now, I remember there was a conversation when I was really, really little, like right up here. She got this far, she could go to college in Colorado. We didn't really have Arkansas back then. It was in its infancy stage. So, pretty neat. It was just another router telling my dad that when I was little, it was right here. We were kind of stopped. Whew. Oh man. Here's a big descending area. Okay. Just hold on, pretty much. You know, this is probably why I have so much carpal tunnel from coming out here. We didn't have flux bars back then either. I remember this being so tight right here. Being like, ugh. This right here, I remember being like, oh, it's so tight. Man, this is so gnarly. Wow. We got one big hill. Oh, you're supposed to go up. Maybe not. Hello. Oh, you're good.
Go ahead, kiddo.
Sorry.
Watch out, guys.
Yeah, and then we go up to the, there's the, okay, yeah, there's our hill up. Now this is the hill that when Justin and I were dating, I took him out here and he is like, high five, this is what it's all about, this hill right here, because it was hard at the top and it was towards the end, and he's like, you make me do hard things. Actually, it's right up here. He swears he don't remember, or that it wasn't here. I'm like, yes it was. I remember, because it was a hard hill. I don't remember. Ooh, I need to get my dropper down. Oh yeah, this is where we go next to the road. Cool. Woo, drop. Ah! Woo! Oh yeah. Actually, it might have been at the top of this hill, because I know you both needed to see how tall it is. Yeah, it was definitely this one. Right here, right here. Same glove probably. And I was like, yellow. Alright, we're about to have a big descent. Woo. Ooh, I remember this hadn't changed a bit. This is hard. There you are again. How are you? You're getting it.
Nice.
Bye. Woo. I know that lady's a customer, but I think that I remember this story. I remember this. This is where the restrooms are right here. The main road's right here. Where she came in the store kind of when Lee died, I believe. And kind of was, hey, you know, like, prayed with me and stuff. So she was a sweet lady. So, and she, I think her sister, she was telling me the story about her sister. Yeah, her sister had died at one time. And anyways, I remember, okay, if you want to know why my shoulder's messed up? Right here. When I was little, I ate massive right there. And just whoosh. Yeah, a lot of injuries. But the bikes are better now, so don't worry. Ooh, I remember all this. Ooh. Guys. Ooh, there we are. Hello. All right, and then there's the main road. We're almost done. This is the final countdown right here. Whoa. Whoa. Pretty cool. This looks like a fern going in here. Kind of like every little area looks so different, you know. But I mean, it's usually really dry, but it's not. So it's this place. When it takes, I think it definitely takes the rain well. I think the trail is only about 9.5 miles. Oh shit. Dang, stupid me. Getting tired. This is weird. So it's like a scissors. That's what I always think about. But look, watch, hold on. Look at the ground. So you can see the rocks, like decision making of where you need to go. And then look at this staircase up. So this, even though camera doesn't do it justice, but this is just really need to scissor through the whole thing. Keep the momentum up. Hello. Woo. All right, we're almost done. Minus the big long climb up. Woo. Remember one time, this was a long time ago, but we were on a bike shop, so someone came in, looked at bikes, you know, he didn't get anything, but I was riding, and it's just really weird because he had fallen, like somewhere in this area, and I was like, had to lean down and pick him up. And I think he's embarrassed because he didn't buy a bike for me. He bought it from somebody else. And he was like right here in this turn. But he was stuck in his clips. It was just a weird moment. Like, I'm here to help you. But he was like, oh no. Well, I don't know. Kind of funny. Ooh, I remember this. You wanna? All of this is the hang on time. Yeah. Look at this. They have made. This was not an option where you can go low like that. We didn't have that option a long time ago. But right here, dude, they made all this stuff. I was just going, by going around it, it just actually made a trail. And right here too, watch. Look, getting rid of all the gnarly stuff. Like, that's not fair. We had to do all the hard stuff. Interesting to know how, you know. I know it sounds weird, but right there I used to think about pigs. Don't ask me why. Different things come to mind. But it looks like there'd be some pigs in this area, right? Right? Yes, right. Just nod your head. I used to have a dog named Snickers, and it used to ride bikes with me, and he would stop at that pond and drink water. But this was the little, like, fairy tale land. So green in here. Like a bizarre area. So different than the other stuff. Now this uphill is wild. Whoa. Whew. Remember that. Hello.
Good job.
Ooh, we're about to climb really good. Let it burn. About to climb. Ooh, yeah. Maybe I'll see some of the naked kids up there. Alright, here is the climb out. The road is right there. The main thing is just to get in an easy gear and keep spinning because a lot of it's uphill routes. Ooh, I remember this little bridge. Cool. But the parking lot's at the top. Cool, cool. Woo, feel the burn. Someone's pushing their bike up the hill. That's Bridget's husband, I think. That's Chuck. Brady, we gotta get your dad an e-bike. Oh yeah, I remember all this. It's like you want to die, like right here, but it's about to be a downhill. There's a couple of big boulders too, but just keep your momentum up because it's easier to pedal than walk. Just keep your momentum up. Woo! Yeah! As you can see, the ground, look, full of rocks and boulders. It's a lot smoother than it used to be, or maybe back in the day. Go, Chuck! Woo! Here we go. Here's the stuff on the ground. There you go. Spin, spin, spin. Ooh, I remember this. This is the last, and it's all flattened down. This is where he put in a fast gear and head home. Ooh. There's your downhill, Braden. There you go, it's so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo! Almost to the parking lot. I remember this was like it was so hot, you'd be like Hammerfest when the timing person was like right there. Right there. And there's your parking lot, see? Ta-da! Wow.
You guys watch, but you got to subscribe.